Back to the Just Big Boss Crypto, bringing you another day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Bitcoin has been moving quite slowly this past 2 days since my last update. We did see a small pullback down to 18.8k, which was the target that I gave you. But still we have some more liquidity to the downside and a volume candle which the market maker yet hasn't taken. Are we seeing this as the last retrace up before a W bottom at 18.6k? Well, let's look at the information we have. Okay, so let's get as much information as possible together to find out if we should go long or if we should go short. And we can start off by drawing the famous market maker structure. And it's a retrace down, W bottom, first leg up, first retrace, second leg up, second retrace, and then we form a double top formation of some kind, and then the price reverses in 3 steps like this before it forms a new W bottom and continues upwards. Okay, since we know that the market maker and the institutional investors, or whatever you want to call them, use this structure every week, and we are in our probably last leg down before the price will reverse. Okay, so let's look if we have some volume candles where there is liquidity, and we see that we have some here on the 1 hour chart. That has been recovered. Do we have something else? Yeah, this one, it's been recovered. We also have this bad boy up here, which we drew in I think it was on Monday we drew it, yeah, or this weekend, where we have some imbalance in the chart and the market maker will grab the liquidity up here at some point. Okay, so to get more information on where the liquidation points are, we have to look at kingfisher.io. Use it, it's free, it's nice, it's cool. You can use it to point out where most people will get liquidated, to the upside or to the downside. And this is fresh as I updated it 5 minutes ago. And you can see that we have a lot more liquidations points up to 20k, 20.2k, compared to what it is to the downside, because it's very low amount of money for the market maker to grab, but there's more money for him to grab to the upside if price goes here. And we can see that we have a lot of liquidations at 19.9k, 55 million in this zone. Wow. And I believe that the market maker will try to grab it if there is enough support in the 19k or the 18k area, sorry. And I believe there is, because if we look at price, it hasn't moved aggressively below 19k for the last couple of days. And also, I have to mention, we had some news coming out today. It was the PPI numbers, which indicates the inflation in general in the US, and it came out higher than expected. That means the prices are still going up for food and all the necessary stuff. And that means that the Fed has to do something to lower the inflation, because it's been going crazy for the last couple of months. And that means that the Fed will interest hike in a couple of months. I think it's in November when they have the next meeting. And I believe that will impact the markets and be bearish for the price in general on stocks and on Bitcoin. We also have news coming out tomorrow. It's the CPI numbers, and we have the core retail sales. I believe that something will happen most likely on Friday. We might even rally up to Friday before the price stagnates or reverses. So keep an eye on that. So now let's take a look at Chainlink, our favorite altcoin, and probably the best coin in the world, if you ask this channel. Okay, as you see, price has been moving sideways just as Bitcoin. And all assets in general have been moving sideways. It's like they're preparing for something. Maybe, I believe it's the last rally up before a big downturn to the downside and probably an economic crisis in the world. But yeah, that's just speculations. As a day trader, you don't have to care about that sort of stuff because all you need to know is where the next targets are. And that is by looking at the volume candles. As you can see, we had a cluster of them here. And we always draw like a box where the zone is, where the price might reverse to, or it will reverse to at some point. The question is just when. And as you can see, we have big volume candles. That means that there's a lot of imbalances here, which the market maker needs to fill in order to make some profits. And as you see, it's from 7.3 up to 7.6. Look out for that zone. And for the downside, much of it has been recovered. If you look here, we recovered it here. And also on the upside, we still have some more to fill. The last zone that hasn't been taken to downside is at 6.4 approximately. And that's a long way down, but you know, crypto, it can go quick. So look out for these two zones. I believe in general we have more liquidity to the upside before we move to the downside and grab this liquidity. But it all depends on what Bitcoin does and assets in general, because we have a lot of news coming out tomorrow and on Friday. So watch out for that. Price might move quick and reverse quick as well. So let's summarize this in 3 simple steps. And step number 1 is we're waiting for the bottom out structure. And that usually is in a form of W or a double bottom. It's not perfectly a W always, but it is 2 lows before spikes up quickly. So that signifies a bottom out structure. And wait for the confirmation. A close higher than the W is where you go long if you want to go long. None of this financial advice. It's all for educational and entertaining purposes only. But wait for that structure. We might have one last leg down for Bitcoin at 18.6k before we reverse. But number 2, we have more liquidations to the upside. As you saw, the liquidation points at 18.6 was very low, barely a couple of $1 million. And to the upside, we have a lot of money for the market maker to grab, especially at 19.8k. So watch out for that. And also, third point is that we have this Shemitah crash window still open all the way up to November 8th. Keep that in mind. We have a lot of news coming out. We have Fed meetings. We have Powell speaking next week or in 2 weeks, I think. And we have the war in Ukraine. We have a lot of things going on. We have the G20 meeting this week as well. So keep that in mind. You don't want to over leverage on some longs. And you want to start looking at some shorts. But just keep it in mind. We will take a look at that when the time is up. Okay, time's up for this video at least. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.